Hello and welcome to Tech in You. This is the show that you need to watch carefully because we don't want you to make that mistake of buying a wrong gadget.
And as we made the mistake of hiring this boy twice on this show, this is Gaurav Reddy, I am Richa Kapoor, and Gaurav, now you need to tell everyone how this show looks like.
Alright, so on the show this week we have two smartphones from HTC, the 616 and the HTC One E8.
And Gaurav reviews some very cool Bluetooth speakers for you this week.
And in our gaming segment, we have Sniper Elite 3. Alright, so we'll begin the show with Mandy. We got Mandy on the show.
And right, Mandy is going to tell all of you what is her take on technology. Go ahead and take a look.
I'd say I'm average as far as technology is concerned. Not like super up there, and not technologically challenged either. So I'm somewhere in between. I'm an iPhone user, and I have an issue with battery. So I'm just saying, I think I number one would like a phone that has battery power that lasts you more than a day. Because a lot of the phones that we use, we're charging by lunchtime, we're attaching it to a socket. So first and foremost, I'd like to see a phone that looks good and has the features like an iPhone does, but has lasting power. My favorite products are the soft pals because I think they're safe and they're little soft, cuddly things you can even keep in your child's bed. And when he wakes up, if there's a nightmare, it's just easily at hand.
Richa, you remember the time when we used to have those big music systems, man? They were so big, bigger than your home theater systems.
What are you trying to tell me?
You know, because whenever you would be throwing a party on rooftop, it would be so difficult to carry them, yeah.
So are we talking about parties here?
No, we're talking about Bluetooth speakers. You can carry them around anywhere you feel like and party.
Now we can have bathroom parties.
Absolutely.
Take a look.
Now, why do we listen to music? Distract ourselves from the harsh realities of the world. To get that energy boost. To get into the zone. Or maybe to lift your mood. So whatever might be the reason, we all love listening to music. You'll find people with their headphones on in bus stands, metros, trains, airports, footpaths, everywhere. Some of them like to use their speaker phones, and I would like to ask them why. I really don't like your music. So, while the headphones they say might be really easy for your earbuds, Bluetooth speakers are not. So here we have a very good looking Bluetooth speaker for you, and the audio quality is nice. Yes, the company is called Nude Audio, and no, you don't have to get naked to enjoy the experience. The whole body is covered in rubber except for the speakers. It prevents scratches and it's good to hold. There are two speakers on either side, which is cool. You have a USB port as well that you can also use for charging. Now there is this string to carry it around. So yes, power on, Bluetooth connected via your smartphone, and you're ready to listen to your songs. Audio quality is pretty impressive. We kept listening to music and the battery died after 7+ hours. So that is good. Now, don't expect too much bass. It will give you the feel of it though. And for the price of 7,399 rupees, it is worth giving a shot. Speakers are definitely good for your indoor and outdoor usage. Now that was a little big Bluetooth speaker. However, if your budget is tight and you're living in an apartment 8 by 10 feet and still want to own a Bluetooth speaker, then don't you worry. I have an option for you. Here's a Bluetooth speaker from Rappo, and it's quite small as you can see. It fits in easily into your pocket. Rappo A500 is your portable Bluetooth speaker that is easy to carry and comes with a lot of connectivity options. It has a small brick design with curved edges. Build quality is pretty good. You can connect your phone through NFC or via Bluetooth. There's also an option of using the audio cable. The battery backup is pretty good. You get around 8 to 9 hours easily. You can also take calls, and the audio quality for the speaker this size is good. But when the price is 7,149 rupees, sorry, I lied about the price, the audio quality feels a little bad. And if you are the hard-working kind who spends a lot of time commuting, then don't be disappointed. We have a cool pair of headphones for you from Casio, and they are pretty twisted. So for the headphone lovers, here is Casio XWH. The phone is perfect for people on the go or for DJs. The smartphone twists, so don't worry about carrying them around. The headphone comes with flat, tangle-free cable which is detachable. The AirPads are very comfortable, and the headphone reproduces accurate, natural sound across the entire audio spectrum. The headphones are available in lots of colors and are priced at Rs 5,999 only. Well, Richard, it seems that HTC is on a roll. HTC wants everyone to have HTC smartphones.
You're absolutely right, Gaurav. And even we have two HTC phones today with ourselves. One is the 616 and one is the HTC One E8. Go ahead and take a look as Keshav reviews this one for you.
HTC now has number of dual SIM smartphones to compete with domestic makers. And with the launch of Desire 616, it seems that the company is here to stay in Indian market. And not just stay, but also to give a tough competition to its rival with its octa-core engine and the price. So let's just take a look if the phone fares well.
HTC, just like Samsung, is following the one design rule. And if the same device is kept with other models, it would become difficult to differentiate. And so goes with HTC Desire 616, which again is like any other HTC phone. It's a dual SIM made up of entirely plastic and has a glossy back which is quite annoying. Though there is a strip of matte plastic above the screen which seems to be borrowed from the Desire 816, and it looks good. On the top we have the usual 3.5mm audio jack. The microphone and micro USB port for charging lies on the bottom, while the right edge of the Desire 616 dual SIM has the volume rocker and power button. The Desire 616 has a 5-inch screen with a resolution of 1280 by 720 pixels, which renders to a pixel density of 294 ppi. The colors on the screen have a pleasant warm tone and the saturation level is decent too. However, the viewing angles were really not up to the mark. The HTC Desire 616 is clocked at 1.4 GHz octa-core MediaTek processor with Mali 450 graphics. The device, however, has 1 GB of RAM with 4 GB of internal storage, which can be expanded to 32 GB. It also has an 8 megapixel primary camera which can shoot 1080p videos and 2 megapixel front camera for your pretty selfies. The images captured in daylight showed natural colors but were low on detail and there was noise as well. Also, the images shot in low light weren't good enough. However, saving grace was video recording in full HD resolution, which was somehow decent. Performance-wise, the powerful octa-core processor impresses us. The phone performs really well in day-to-day usage, and you can easily navigate around the user interface and switch between multiple apps without any stutter. However, the 1 GB RAM feels less while playing heavy data games.
So there are some faults in the device like a poor camera and inconsistent design. But at a price tag of Rs 16,990 with a great screen and impressive performance, the phone surely gets a thumbs up. So this was HTC Desire 616, which was a mid-range smartphone. And to cater to superior one, HTC along with this also launched HTC One E8, which is a high-end smartphone, a kind of sibling to HTC One M8.
The E8 is a plastic version of premium HTC One M8 which was launched for 49,900 rupees. Nevertheless, the matte effect surrounding the corners of the phone provides a solid, likable look to the handset. From the front, it looks nearly identical to M8, however, it is different from the back. Since it is meant to be a cheaper variant of the M8, it doesn't have the unique duo camera setup. HTC has instead gone with a more traditional 13 megapixel rear camera with LED flash, and it's the only area in which HTC reveals its cost cutting. Clicking pictures with this one is not very impressive and not up to the mark. However, the front-facing camera is the same 5 megapixel for all you selfie enthusiasts, though you will have to make it without the M8's wide-angle lens. Also, other specifications of the E8 are the same as those of the HTC One M8. The HTC One E8 has a 5-inch Full HD SLCD3 display and runs on Android 4.4.2 KitKat with Sense User Interface 6 on top. The phone is powered by a 2.5 GHz quad-core Qualcomm Snapdragon 801 processor and has 2 GB of RAM. It also has 16 GB internal storage that can be expanded to 128 GB with 2600 mAh battery. Performance-wise, the device is snappy and fast. It doesn't lag even when playing heavy data games. And it can be said that it's just a perfect phone to make you feel wonders.
So with all the similar specifications of M8 and the zippy performance, this device would cost you for Rs 34,990 only.
With so much of chaos that's going around in the world, here is a robot that is capable of doing so much more. But military, they got their hands on it first.
Gaurav is talking about the iRobot 110 first look, and this little robot can do a lot of things which humans cannot. Go ahead and take a look. From law enforcement to the military, we see that the use of remote control robots have been increasing over the period of time. They help us in defusing bombs, they help in hostage rescuing, they help in a lot of such activities. And one such robot we would be showing you today, it's called the iRobot 110 First Look. Why don't you go ahead and take a look at that. As its name suggests, the iRobot 110 First Look gives users a first look from a safe vantage point at the dangers any situation may present. Equipped with 4 embedded cameras that allows the device to view its environment from all sides, and two-way audio communication, it can travel over obstacles and even climb stairs. But what makes the robot really unique is that it can be easily be thrown into dangerous situations. Weighing just 5 pounds, the waterproof rugged 110 First Look can survive 16-foot drop and has the ability to autonomously upright itself. As we can see, the robot is being thrown into an abandoned building and later disarming what appears to be an explosive device. Despite its rugged exterior, however, the 110 First Look is capable of performing delicate tasks. In addition to its simple audio-video functions, the device has sensors to detect radiation, various gases and hazardous chemicals, as well as thermal cameras for nighttime operations. With a battery life of up to 6 hours, the 110 First Look also boasts a manipulator, arm attached that allows it to lift itself up to 3 pounds. Simply put, the robot is a land-based drone that works to remove users from danger while offering an on-the-ground tool to handle risky situations. Robots are making life simpler, easier and way more safer now. 110 First Look is one such robot which is making life very safe. It is a real-life Robocom, but it is slightly smaller and also very cute. Gaurav, which game have you reviewed this week?
Well, this week I've reviewed Sniper Elite 3. It's a pretty awesome game if you love those sniper games where you would be hiding somewhere, pointing at those heads and just blowing them. Yeah, this is the game for you.
Go ahead and take a look.
Welcome to Sniper Elite 3, a tactical shooter that rewards stealth, planning and execution with thrilling emergent gameplay and genre-defining ballistics. Africa.
Sniper Elite 3 is a third-person shooting game, and as the name suggests, it's snipping and pretty great, especially for those gamers who like a little arcade violence in their WW2 fiction. The game expands tactical military combat and proves that's a deadly thing to play.
Snipers! Snipers are digging the wall!
You start out in an Allied control town that is being bombarded by Nazis, which is the perfect setting for running through the game's core mechanics. Through the first week, we're talking out the spotters that are ordering the artillery attacks, and it's here that you learn one of the core tenets of the game. The first mission also introduces you to the mechanics that Sniper Elite has become renowned for. The graphic detail of a bullet traveling through the air into the soldier, this is one of the draws of Sniper Elite. One of those features you can stick in an advert and gain instant recognition in tweets from consumers. It's a great feature, but a game needs more than a single troop like this to stand tall. The more you go, offensive and stealth becomes vital. You'll sneak around most of the map, killing enemies in silence through fear of alerting the others. Even from across the length of the map, enemies with simple machine guns will be able to cause massive damage if you're spotted making too much noise. So stealth and vigilance, both are essential for survival. To get into an enemy base or across a sniper nest is possibly one of the best parts of Sniper Elite 3. These features encourage you to find multiple ways through a level. The world is completely built around your ability to stay hidden while taking enemies down, and the moment you miss this, the game becomes messy and annoying to play. It could be said that Sniper Elite 3 has a story, and you'll be semi-correct in thinking this, but don't mistake this hollow shell of a narrative for the real deal. Each mission is audibly assigned without context, and the story is then slotted in between to ensure a fundamental linear and basic storytelling experience. The level design of Sniper Elite 3 is top-notch, with each level offering up multiple ways to traverse the environment. It's not grounded in any way to the reality of African warfare, but that's not too important when the developers were clearly aiming for entertainment rather than historical accuracy. The graphics are detailed and polished, with landscape looking lovely enough for last-gen and correct-gen consoles. There's not much of a soundtrack, which is fine as it works to the game's advantage when you're sneaking around in silence and need to hear how close enemies are to you. Sniper Elite 3 manages to answer the critics of the first two Sniper games with relative success. It's a great accomplishment for Rebellion to have made another successful Sniper Elite game, with the occasional harsh shoot and a weak story, with Sniper Elite 3 back from being a truly enjoying sniping experience.
Watch for reinforcements. Leave them a little gift. If I get in that watchtower, the speakers will cover the sound of my rifle. Secure my vantage point. Spot my target. Pinpoint the shot. And make it count.
Richa, here's what I have discovered. Every finger, including the thumb, has a meaning.
How smart, Gaurav. We were told this in kindergarten.
Okay then.
All right, keeping his thought away, we are here talking about a technology, and this is called the finger reader. A prototype of this is out, and this is certainly a bliss for impart people. Go ahead and take a look at that. We all know the importance of a forefinger and thumb. Just imagine that your hand can help you read, not by holding a book, but actually a gadget onto your index finger. That is exactly what the finger reader is all about, and we tell you all about this prototype. Go ahead and take a look. Scientists at the Massachusetts Institute of Technology are developing an audio reading device to be worn on the index finger of people whose vision is impaired, giving them affordable and immediate access to printed words. The so-called finger reader, a prototype produced by a 3D printer, fits like a ring on the user's finger, equipped with a small camera that scans text. A synthesized voice reads words aloud, quickly translates books, restaurant menus and other needed materials for daily living, especially away from home or office. Reading is as easy as pointing a finger at text. Special software tracks the finger movement, identifies words, and processes the information. The device has vibration motors that alerts readers when they stray from the script. Developing the gadget has taken 3 years of software coding, experimenting with various designs and working on feedback from a test group of visually impaired people. Much work remains before it is ready for the market. Current technologies used in homes and offices offer cumbersome scanner that must process the desired script before it can be read aloud by character recognition software installed in a computer or smartphone. The finger reader would not replace braille, the system of raised dots that form words, interpreted by touch. The new device would enable users to access a vast number of books and other materials that are not currently available in braille. The finger reader can read papers, books, magazines, newspapers, computer screens and other devices, but it has a problem with the text on the touchscreen. That's because touching the screen with the tip of the finger would move text around, producing unintended results. Disabling the touchscreen function eliminates the problem. If only the finger reader would be well priced, it would result in being a bliss to all. After knowing all about the finger reader, this little gadget, which is going to turn out to be a blessing to all those who cannot read, all we hope that this one is priced affordably.
So it's time to take a look at what all is making news in the world of technology.
Take a look at Tech Buzz.
Xiaomi has confirmed that it sold 20,000 handsets on Flipkart in just 2 flash sales. The second sale was over in just 5 seconds. Xiaomi had announced that it received more than 1 lakh registrations for the Mi3 smartphone that is priced at just 13,999 rupees. HTC was rumored to be working on a Windows Phone 8.1 version of its One M8 flagship, and now it seems the anticipated handset might finally be launched next month, as the Taiwanese giant has started sending invites for an event scheduled for 19th August in New York. The last time the company launched its Windows Phone was in 2012, when they launched the HTC 8S and the 8X. Moto G's prices have been slashed for limited periods. While speculations about the successor to the Moto G continues to do the rounds on the internet, Motorola and Flipkart have slashed the prices of Moto G by 2,000 rupees in India for a limited period. The 8GB variant will now be priced at 10,499 and the 16GB variant will now be priced at 11,999. Samsung Electronics, the world's biggest maker of smartphones, saw its sales drop in the second quarter as per the reports. The Korean phone giant lost ground to upstart Chinese manufacturers after several years of headlong growth, according to figures from IDC. The Galaxy S5 did sell well, but not as much as expected. The real threat to Samsung is in the mid and budgeted smartphone segment, as the Chinese brands are making their presence felt globally. Alright, so that brings us to the end of another edition of Tech in You. We hope you enjoyed watching it. If you have any questions and queries, please write into us at
TechInYou@newsx.com. You can even write into us on our Facebook page, and do not forget to follow us on
Twitter. So, until we meet next,
bye-bye.